Alright, first button clicked. Second button seems to be working. Hit those buttons, and I believe I am live, and I believe my mic is working today. Seems to be. Looks like it. Yes, the mic is working. Now, for those of you who joined in and saw, and on Tuesday, I apologize for not having my mic working correctly. Apparently, something did not get set up right in OBS. I was able to figure it out and get it fixed, but that was after the stream was over. I apologize for my weird voice today because, well, I don't know. But let's get going. Welcome to Space Engineers in the Morning. This is our playthrough of Space Engineers 2, and I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. We were having a load of trouble getting the miner here to dock at the end of last stream. And hold on a second, I apologize. Oh, life just jumps in your face sometimes, I swear. Alright, so, as I was saying, the miner, well, didn't instantly dock. I touched my mouse after I told it to dock today, and it docked. As you can see, at a weird angle. So, whatever, it's docked. I can unload it. That's all that really matters. I was thinking about switching sides, but hey, it docked there, so I can move this one over where it belongs. And of course it works first time. Alright, Kermit base. Why is this thing's cargo containers full? bunch of steel plate. Compressors, chem synthesizers, there's some mag powder, pressure pipe, compressor, alright, now next time we want to use that, it'll be empty. Now let's do the same thing to this. Okay, switch to Kermit base. The cockpit, which doesn't really have that much stuff in it. Before we start unloading. Rest. Let that go shit. Mostly so far I've just made sure every cargo container I've been in is full. Cargo container 1, cargo container 2, connector, bunch of empty drills. Alright. Somehow I got rid of my drill. I do that on this game for some reason. I think it's because drill doesn't look much. I think it's other parts. But it's the drill. I want the drill. I want the grinder on it. I was just typing the right thing. See, the grinders don't really look grindery. Okay, now. We immediately replace it. We hop in the cockpit. We hit P. And it immediately docks. It's gotta be a weight thing. When the thing gets really heavy, it just does not want to dock. Alright, so we need some magnesium powder now. Which we know we just unloaded, so... Alright, now we have 100% finished out our production center. The question I have is, what new things did we unlock with that last mission? Because I forgot to pay attention. Oh, and I just saw. Good morning, Tom. So, G. Let's see what new things we have to build with. Anything new in production? Unless there's bigger versions of stuff. No. Okay, so that tells us it was... Wait, there's a bigger ore detector. Oh. Okay. Let's see if that looks with the range on that thing. We need 4 magnets and 8 radio comm modules. Let's start with magnets. And radio. And finally,
inventory full.
Have more than enough to finish that. Mostly I want to see what the range on this thing is. Alright. Control panel. ORE. Ore detector. Ore detection range is 350. Let's compare that to the 1 meter at 200. It's 10 times the size and it's not that much bigger. Or that much bigger range. So, see, it doesn't even reach far enough to get to the next asteroid. See, it doesn't even reach over there. I find that less than great. Anyway, so let's go do this uranium mission before we get distracted and play with the base more. We should. I'm hoping this means we can start building some reactors, and maybe I can rebuild this borer so that we won't have our nope. This thing should not. Oh, no, it's my inventory. It's at 50%. Never mind. I forget to look in different spots in this game. I don't care if I have inventory. It's a small amount of inventory in my inventory. Because that is barely enough to fill up the cockpit. Should I stop and check out that asteroid on the way? I think I should. There's some lead at this asteroid. Chromium. We haven't had a chance to mine that before. I think we're gonna mine some chromium. Gotta figure out how to get there. Got some cobalt showing up. Some ice. Well, on the inside of this, at this point, straight ahead is pretty much my only option. I know. I got distracted. Like the uranium project, the reason it was so intriguing was I've never had a chance to mine uranium yet. I've also never had a chance to mine chromium. Pretty sure I'm here though. That looks suspiciously like a ore. It is an ore. I think it's time to test something here too. I can't remember how to get there though. Aha. Alright. GPS. No. Add a GPS marker. Chromium asteroid. Well, I'll be darned if it didn't just let me stick it there. I don't know how much chromium I need, but since it's something we haven't needed to this point, I think that's probably more chromium I'm going to need for a while. We'll be super happy we got what we got though. Alright, now, active contract. Let's head toward it. We're just going to bore our way straight through here. I have no idea how thick this asteroid is at this particular point. And it's a solution. rather than trying to fly my way back through whatever hole I found my way in through. We're just going to pretend like it was a good idea. Asteroid at this spot than I thought it was. That's okay. We'll get through it. Aha. And now we'll get up some speed. Drills, which are still freaking out. Of course they are. So let's find the drills. While we're floating here, we can do that. Just turn them off so they'll stop moving stuff around. And I'll just move it out of the drills. Okay. Now, back to K, find the drills. Turn them back on. Well, the new GPS system is nice. I guess it's not that new. It's been around for a couple of weeks now. It was the first time I've thought to use it, so. New to me. Okay, mining facility active contract. I just drift right on past because I got going too fast. Iron, silicon, uranium. Uranium. Quite a bit inside of, at least from this angle. Oh, don't hit anything. Come on now. Whoa. Alright, let's see. Where do we see a landing pad? Over there. Which we cut the feet off of this thing because we thought they might have been part of our old docking issues. Turned out they weren't, but We have no way to dock this here. So I guess actually the first thing we're going to do is fix our miner. GEAR. Let's put landing gear on. Let's put appropriately sized landing gear on. Holy cow. Okay. Apparently it likes being right there. What do these take? That's all iron, isn't it? Nope, silicon nickel too. Motors and electrics. Let's start there, I think. Actually, first thing it wants me to do is repair batteries, so I guess we should worry about that, huh? A little bit of ice. A little bit more ice. Alright. Front door. A lot of ice. A little bit of steel, a little bit of steel. Garage in. Battery. And the rest of the garage in. Survival kit and a broken battery. An assembler. There is a reactor here. That there is a reactor is a good thing, because I want a reactor. Electric components. Electric components. Electric components. There's a few. Is that enough? Yeah. There's 2 batteries done. Some iron and silicon. I do like their shipping containers. That's going to be something they tell me to fix soon enough anyway. May as well do it. Apparently I missed a battery on the outside. And my voice is totally sounding great today. Ah. That button panel is full of electronic components and construction components. You know, two things that I need for. Being able to finish this. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let me out. Which way did I come in? There we go. Alright. Now, final battery is... Oh, look, there's like a little mini docking pad here. It just wants steel. I think I know where to get all of this and that. Okay. All the batteries are done. Repair the yellow line from the mine to the reactor. Well, that was the thing they were going to tell me to work on next. Alright, steel tubes. There's a ton of steel tubes in these. I don't care if that makes it not OSHA approved. Steel plate. Fine. Do that way. Inventory full. Still got a little bit to go. Aha! According to it, we have now made it go from A to B. That's what uranium looks like. Now, let's go and get our miner so we can do this the right way. Get it all. They buried it in here a ways too. Yes. The door's full with motors. They have a few. Not enough. No, I didn't think so. Good source of motors. The reactor does not have a good source of motors, but it's full reactor cores that we will be taking with us. Ah, you're full of motors.
Inventory full.
Let me see. Yes, I'm right. Oh, come on. Grind the window. There you go. There.
Inventory full.
Interesting case that this time it was that was not the words will work eventually. Gold thread. It's not the gold thread off the. Let's see, if I tried to land, actually, it still wouldn't work. Because the connector sticks out further. There. At least now it will should let me land on either, you know, here or at home. I can land it. Actually, that's not where I want to land it. I want to land it right here. Hold on. Because if I land it right here. And then we're to say, come in here. And find the correct spot to just grind a hole through the roof. Directly in front of the generator. There's no reason that should not grind. side.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
There we go. Now, if all goes right, I should be able to just go straight up and stick it in. I'm really surprised that it's not heavier than it was. Now, from what I can tell, there is no uranium anywhere in here. Which means only uranium here is that which could be mined. And the solution to that, ouch, is to go mine the thing. About 20. This could be the best spot I can get to. And we're looking for any kind of change. So close to this point, I'm not risking it, so I'm fine. There we go, son. small little spaces. Alright, let me see how close we are getting here. I'm actually not seeing very much at all, just a little bit right here in front of the thing. So if we drift back this way. Finish out the gradient that way. And it looks like I did. Back out of the hole, opening it out. Okay. The uranium mining facility will now be very useful. Because I took all the uranium. Let's check into several of these asteroids, see what they have in them. All the way back. Come on, come on. The way to Telegress. Oh, if I select it, okay, I see what it does. Whichever one I select in there, I think it's the one it will. The clip chemic. Nope, it stayed there. I don't know that. There's some copper. Oh, we'll go hit harder when you do. Oh, we got lucky. All I'm seeing is copper, though. Some nickel. Investing on this is copper. anything decent in those little speckles of asteroids. That's a new one. This is a way bigger asteroid than I think it is. That's a really small section of titanium. That's the titanium right there. And like with the current, we haven't had inverting yet. So finding this is jumping the gun. But it's always better to have more than something you don't need. Then you just have something and not need it, then need it and not have it. I don't like with the chromium. That ought to be plenty. But, like with the chromium, we are going to go GPS, add a GPS marker, titanium asteroid. Makes me wonder. Wow, that got really close. If there's anything here but titanium, but I'm really not finding it. Close eye on everything else in the area. See if we see any more asteroids floating by. After all, it'd be nice to find more uranium. Way out yonder. Good there. Too, but it's significantly off course. Oh, where's Kermit Base? I know what Chemic Base is. There it is. As soon as we get to 2 kilometers, we will slow it down. And we actually are going to make one small. Dog barking in the other room. Let's go look at the asteroid that we had initially looked at that we didn't find anything on. See if we find something on it this time. As we drift. Oh, so slowly. Fast. Oh, there's some iron. There's some more iron. Even more iron. That huge boulder did not do what I'm getting ready to do. I don't care. Okay. Drills. Iron and lead. And a little ice. For the record, I turned off dampeners, turned the drills to auto dig, and just let it drift through the entire asteroid. But yeah, we're not going to see anything else, are we? Oh, we found some copper now. Yes, my thought was I would have better luck seeing everything by just going straight through the middle of it than flying around it and hopefully seeing parts of it. So this asteroid has iron, copper, and lead. Cutting through. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. Over and over. Come on, let's go. some additional ice. Alright, maybe this was not the brightest I've ever had. I thought I'd be done by now. A bigger asteroid than I thought it was. Holy cow. For those of you who watch my Twitch streams as VODs on YouTube, I will be going through Tuesday's VOD over the weekend and putting a commentary over it like should have been there in the first place. Aha! We made it through. Let's turn the drills back to auto off. Alright, we are not nearly as full as we were last time. There's no reason to have that much space. We just got to rebuild the core entirely. Let's go come now too, so we don't have these issues. But to be fair, I did move this up knowing that it would cause an issue. You were not part of the original design. This battery here. You better have one. What happens? I'll try a completely different place to connect to it. I mean, I'll have to completely redesign the landing pad, obviously. Okay. Perfect. First try. It does not like to lock onto the bottom of this vehicle. It does not have a problem locking onto the back of it, though. The ship looks ridiculous sticking straight up in the air like that, but, you know, whatever. Alright, current. Let's go ahead and find an empty. At least when it's not all the way full. I sense that my drills are moving stuff. Without permission. There you go. Cargo container had chromium in it. A little bit of silicon, because why not? And to this point, I had 60 kilograms of uranium. Now I have a whole lot more. Okay. Map, GPS, add GPS. My current. And yes, I agree, it needs to be painted green. I heard it will get painted green. Maybe pink, just to be smart elk. I hate it when it does that and doesn't draw my flames. Boy, that thing really came out pretty. Just an interesting all-around shape. Sad sentence here is it actually may be one of my favorite ships I've ever made in Space Engineers. 1 or 2. I really like this ship. best part is it does exactly what it was designed to do. Very, very well. And nothing else. That's probably the hardest thing in Space Engineers, is to build a ship, build vehicles that are for one purpose. It's very easy to just build ships that will do everything rather than one thing. Gyro's tier 3. Gyro tier 2 is huge. Tier 3 will be so big, how would you move the thing? Holy cow. Sorry. So hybrid movement is hydrogen. Okay, I get it now. Alright, next time we will work on this mission. Or maybe we will just rebuild the borer. I haven't decided. But either way, we are getting close on time today. Let's go and see what all of our new blocks are. Nope. Did not. Cycling it did not get the flames back today. Difference between hydrogen and ion is so crazy. I was able to just absolutely stop. We're in range. And we are locked. Alright, let's go look at our new... Let's look at new blocks. Nothing here. Obviously nothing really new here. I wonder what it takes to upgrade to the higher levels of those communications. We have 2 antennas now instead of just the... closed. I didn't get it put on there. Instead of just little antenna, we now also have a true station antenna. Holy cow. Yeah, we're going to put that on here. Can I set it? Oh, it's too big to sit right there. It'd be really cool if I had built that where it would fit, look good right there. Let's stick it down here with the oversized. And honestly, the oversized ore detector is not really helping anything for this situation. Oh, come on. grind it off. Find a spot where it exists and grind it off. Alright. Now, what do we need here? We don't have tubes. Tubes and gold thread. We have both of those. In abundance. Gold thread. Still tubes. Now that is a big antenna. So what can the new range reach? Tell me. I guess we'll have to fly away and see. Alright. We got the new antenna. New cockpit. Didn't expect anything new there. A reactor. Yeah, we already had all three of those. The two sizes. Oh, that is a big reactor. We have this size reactor, and then we have a... Yeah, big reactor. Considering I have enough power to run my base using nothing but solar right now, a reactor at all is purely for my fun. Please make putting build planner in important. That's way more than I needed. That's plenty. Okay.
Inventory full.
Alright. And now... HEA VY. How much should I need? 4 reactor cores, 1 motherboard, 1 wire. REAC.
Inventory full.
MOTATR. WIRE. HEAVY. Now, do I need to convert the uranium into anything for the reactor to work, or does the reactor just pull? There's mag powder and the smelter. Metal grid chrome coating. Gear forge. What would it take to get me up to here, for example? Titanium sheet. I should be able to make that. Silver rods. We don't have silver. Platinum electrode. Alright. Produce. 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 Let's see how far it goes down the line. Because some of that stuff we may have picked up on other things. Alright, this one's saying it can't be made. Mark III welder. Mag bars. Combustion chambers. Says I have that, just not the mag bar. Well, we know we can make mag bars. Just found them. Wait, mag bar. Wait, what? Mag bar? Magnesium bar. That's not magnesium powder. What does a mag bar look like? Okay. Mag bar. Okay, we'll use a couple, so that's easy to do. MAG. Mag powder, mag bars. Back to production. Welder Mark II. inventory. Welder Mark II. Okay. Production. Trade 2. Just got finished. Platinum electrodes. I don't have any platinum, so that's not an option. Looks like the Welder Mark III may be the only one I can't produce. Pretty sure if I do this, the other two will just go ahead and build. That's what it wants. That I don't have platinum electrodes. I don't think I even have any platinum. Sure, spell it right. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so it's my drill, my grinder. They're both gone now. Inventory. Or no, G, sorry. Oh, and I was able to get a Mark III drill, welder, so I did upgrade my welders. One tick, just not both. So I actually will need to go back in here. Production, I need another Mark III welder. Or you can make a Mark IV welder. Which means 2 more mag bars. I'm gonna switch this to Kermit base. MAG. Drag those over there. Leaves us with just the need for the platinum electrodes. So, only thing I would need. Character gear. So we have a Mark III welder now. We have a Mark IV drill and a Mark IV grinder. Okie dokie. Now, back to playing around. Okay, energy. We built the new reactor. Lights. Still only coming, the 2 sizes. Logistics. Again, it's tiny or normal. Do kind of want to know what a. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. We already saw that size though, so it's not. That wasn't an oh my moment. Production, revival and recharge. We already looked at the. I have this one built. I have one of those. Tons of those built. Structurals. Nothing really new in here. And these only go up to the tier 2 size, so nothing surprising there. And the Gatling gun that there's no point in yet. Okay. So basically, what we really unlocked was those tier 3 thrusters. So far. This is like that. I said. But it did dock immediately, so yeah, there is that. Alright, so next time we will finish the last quest. We will, after we finish that quest, we will get rid of the sledge and rebuild the board, so that hopefully we can build something that docks and look, and something that we are as happy with as we are the Explorer. And to make my comment people happier, I need a tool, because they made it a tool now. PAIN. Really? I got to manufacture one? Production. Or is it just something that you automatically get? You just have to put it in your gear. Put it on your bar. It's just something you put on your bar, okay. R is quick moving, okay. Select color. Green. Now let's do light green. Because it's Kermit, right? I think I did the wrong block color still. I wanted the white one. Risking paying that ship. I like it too much the way it is to risk it. Get in that hole. That's alright. Connector can just be a different color right now. There we go. Keeping in mind everything over here so it can change. Might as well keep you from painting it all green for you. There you go. The thing I'm still really missing is the large cargo. And I mean the large cargo, not the size I have, obviously. The paint noise is very watery. Just gotta say. Paint is not really that watery. It doesn't sound that watery when you're painting with a sprayer. It just hisses. Just air hiss. Why can't we just have the proper air hiss? It's really fun to be back at our range and just close the whole area. Alright. The entire outside of Kermit Base has been painted. Open this a little bit.
Suit energy low.
Oh, good thing I'm inside. I still like the way I built these bunk beds. Got everything. Nope, at least one more block. I didn't think you hit the lights. There we go. Now Kermit Base is green. That's a really good picture right there. I will be back next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to noon, here on Twitch for more Space Engineers 2 Chaos. And if you'd like to hop across to Space Engineers 1 to YouTube, you can watch me play some Space Engineers 1, where we're working on our Narset playthrough, which is Scenario by Sarek. I'll be over there, but in the next, but around 12:30 or so is when I'll be over there, and I'll go until around 3:30. Until next time, I'm the Blind Gaming Guy, and I hope you have a great weekend.